lost and forgotten dreams. Sterling Hospital's walls, pain, stone, calls you in, but you'll never leave alone. Welcome to Ridgefield, where the shadows creep, shadows in the darkness where the lost souls weep. 13 floors of terror, hear the devil's tune, and Sterling calls will face your doom. John's footsteps echo through the broken glass, ghosts of the past, their whispers haunt the past. Kate's voice fades in the fog that grips the town. Climb the floors so the curse won't let you down. Welcome to Ridgefield, where the shadows creep. Secrets in the darkness, where the lost souls weep. 13 floors of terror, hear the devil's tune. In Sterling's halls, you'll face your doom. Alone into the night, the walls begin to bleed. Every step you take, these hospitals need. Will you find her, or join the endless dead? Ridgefield's curse lives in words unsaid. Welcome to Ridgefield, the devil's dozen calls. Sterling's waiting in its haunted halls.
In the quiet town of Ridgefield, where streets whisper forgotten sins and a hospital stands like a tombstone in the town square, Sterling Hospital, once a beacon of healing, now a monument to madness. In this place where the walls remember every scream, one man arrives seeking a lost friend, only to find the shadows have been waiting. Welcome, listeners, to Tales of Buried Horrors Unearthed. Tonight we enter the House of the Damned. The gig with the Forgotten was just wrapping up when the call came. I was on stage, fingers flying over the bass strings, the crowd roaring for an encore. We'd play our hearts out that night, Forgotten Souls, Shadows in the Night, usual set, but something felt off, like the strings were tuned to a minor key I couldn't shake. The lights dimmed and I stepped backstage wiping sweat from my brow under the leather cowboy hat. That's when I checked my phone, a voicemail from an unknown number. I hit play and the voice crackled through. Kate's missing in Ridgefield. Police aren't helping. You need to come. My stomach dropped. Kate, my old friend from the city, one who dragged me out of my apartment for real life, away from my songs and stories. She was the type to laugh off danger. But this sounded serious. I hadn't heard from her in weeks. The news hit like a bad chord, resonating through me. I arranged time off from the gun club job right away. Told him it was family issues. Packed my survival kit, guns for protection, knives for close calls, lighter for the dark, flashlight for the unknown, just in case. The flight was a nightmare from the start. Hijackers screaming demands, fuel lines failing, chaos in the air. We made an emergency landing, the impact jarring my head, leaving a throbbing knot. But I walked away, cab to Ridgefield, the driver glancing back nervously. You sure about that hospital? Folks say it's cursed. Disappearances, accidents, the works. I brushed it off. Ghosts aren't real. The motel room reeked of stale smoke and regret, but I sat there under the dim lamp, sketching my plan on a napkin. Step 1, no such things as ghosts, right? Step 2, ready to kit, guns loaded, knives sharp. Step 3, get into Sterling Hospital without getting caught. Step 4, find Kate. Step 5, get out alive. Step 6, save the girl, save the day. Simple, or so I thought. Ridgefield felt like a ghost town itself. Empty streets, fog rolling in like a shroud. The hospital loomed on the hill, its windows like empty eyes. I slung my bag over my shoulder and crept towards the ground, heart pounding in rhythm with my steps. The fence was rusted, easy to scale, but as I landed on the other side, the alarm blared like a banshee scream. Spotlights swept the night, pinning shadows. I bolted for the door, the strap of my bag catching on the frame. Rip! The fabric tore, but I didn't stop. Dove inside, the alarm cutting off abruptly. I plunged everything into silence. I crouched in the lobby, breath ragged, the flashlight beam shaking in my hand. The secretary's desk stood in a corner like a forgotten relic, covered in dust and decay. A patch of drywall had disintegrated into its old age, revealing the room next to it, what must have been a waiting room at one point. Furniture torn apart, pieces of a chair scattered on the floor like broken bones. I tried the side door, locked tight. No choice but to widen the hole in the wall. My fist met the rotting plaster, crumbling under pressure. I pushed through, slinging my root bag tighter over my shoulder, knotting the strap as best I could. In the waiting room, the broken door lay off its hinges, pushed in from the outside. Gas splattered across the floor. The wiring that once held it together now ripped and bent, just enough to fit an arm through. I reached down, testing the edge with my bare hand. Sharp. It sliced my finger, blood welling up. Yep, that must be blood, I muttered, the copper taste filling my mouth as I sucked the cut. Something didn't add up. Fresh blood in an abandoned place. The air felt heavy, like the building was breathing. On the wall, a faded map caught my light. I studied it, heart sinking. 13 floors, a devil's dozen. Basements, wards, chapel, construction on top. I memorized it quick, the layout burning into my brain. No turning back now, but as I stepped forward, a whisper slithered through the dark. Help me. Was it the wind or something worse? Hospital was waking up, and I was trapped inside. John thought he had a plan. The Sterling Hospital had plans of its own. What horrors lurk in those 13 floors? Stay tuned for the next chapter, if you can handle the dark.